Hey, can I come in? I know I didn't text ahead of time and the party doesn't start for like another 20 minutes, but I figured you wouldn't mind. Is that alright? No, I don't care if the food isn't out yet. And besides, I'm not really hungry. I might have a drink later though, if that's okay. Cool. Look at your little get-up. A vampire, is it meant to be? It looks pretty good. Although, the big fancy cape is a little bit over the top, don't you think? No, it looks good. It suits you, actually. Right, yeah. About my costume, my brain's been kind of all over the place at the minute. Halloween's kinda intense for me. Got a lot of stuff going on, you know? But also, I don't think I'm gonna be staying too long. I know, you plan this every year, and you know that I always stay. I'll admit it's mildly hilarious to watch people walk into the door whilst I eat the leftover snacks they left near the couch. But I am sorry, okay? This year I'm not really feeling it. I was just wondering if you wanted to chill out for a bit before anyone else got here. I mean, we always hang out on Halloween. I didn't really want to miss out on that. I just don't think I'm in the right headspace to be around so many people. Especially with all the, fake blood and stuff everyone uses on their costume. Makes me feel kind of woozy. Why don't we put something on the TV while we just chill? Got any spooky stories to tell? Before you go any further, I've heard this one at least 3 times, okay? And as much as I love to hear you talk, I think 4 is just one too many, alright? What if you put... No way have you put Dracula on. Does anyone even watch this film? It's so dramatized. I mean, there's no way vampires actually act like this. That's what you find funny. I don't know if Dracula is meant to be a funny film, but if it's what floats your boat, then sure. We can put it on in the background, but I kind of wanted to talk about something, if that's alright. I know, I'm acting nervous. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm not nervous about anything. I'm just apprehensive. Apprehensive about what? Well, can you sit down first? I think I'd feel better. Right now it feels like you're looking down at me, like I'm a student that said something too loud in your classroom. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Where do I start? Well, we've been besties for a long time, right? I tell you pretty much everything that happens in my life, but there's a little part that I might have kept private, and I think I want to tell you about it. You don't have to listen if you don't want to, and if at any point you don't want to listen anymore, you can tell me to leave. Okay? I know you think you wouldn't tell me to leave, and I do appreciate it, I know. But the offer is there. Okay? Like I said earlier, Halloween is kind of frantic for me. For many reasons. I have a lot of family stuff going on. I usually have to visit a lot of distant relatives, ones that even you haven't met. But there's more to it than that. You what? You know. What do you mean? You know what? How did you... What? How? I thought I'd hit it really well. I mean, even when I get thirsty, I tried to go away from you, so then you... What? You were making it up. So you didn't know. You were just saying that because of the blood thing. Okay. Well, that's funny. I was actually making it up as well. What do you mean you always guessed? How do you guess someone is a vampire? It's not like I run away from garlic and sleep in a coffin. At least, not in front of you. Okay, come on, what is that supposed to mean? You sound so cryptic. More cryptic than me, and I'm meant to be the one telling you my deepest secrets here. I know more about you than you thought. Really? Hold on. Why are you so okay with this? Why are you still sat on the same couch as me, not freaking out, not throwing something at me, not telling me to leave, not calling your friends, telling them to hurry up, or even to not come? Why? You don't mind? I'm not gonna lie, that's not really what I expected to hear tonight. Not that I'm complaining or anything. In fact, I think it's the opposite. How does this not scare you? I've never told anyone about this, but I'm sure if I did, they wouldn't be talking to me right now. Does it not scare you that I'm literally a monster, essentially? I mean, you dressed up as me for Halloween. I know, it's kind of funny now looking back at it. But the point is, I'm meant to be dangerous. My kind are told never to tell any human this secret. But something in me has always wanted to tell you. I felt like I was lying to you. Not that I was necessarily doing anything bad. It was all to keep you safe. And also to keep you oblivious to all of the nasty stuff that comes with it. You're glad I told you. Well, I'm glad you listened. I'm glad you sat down with me, a potentially dangerous being that could drain you of your blood at any moment, and decided to listen and hear me out. Thanks. But really, I do mean it. It's kind of crazy how long I've been able to hide it, right? I mean, how long have we known each other now? 7 years? And no, that is actually a lot of years for me. It works a little bit differently when you're a vampire. You have to actually pinky promise me you're not going to tell anyone this. What? I'm serious. Give me your pinky. Thank you. Okay, it works differently for vampires. Basically, once you hit a certain age, that is when you stop aging. So, since I'm still kinda young for a vampire, I'm still in my early stages. I'm not some crazy 692-year-old vampire. No, I'm actually 989 and a half. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I promise. I mean, I'm sure you can tell right now, I tell you everything. Like literally everything. If I was going to keep a secret from you now, it probably wouldn't be my vampire age. That's the least of my worries. Anyway, the reason I decided to tell you this was because, okay, if anything, this is going to be the embarrassing part. I can't say it. I can't. I literally can't. It won't come out. I can't say it. Whisper it to you? That might help, I guess. Okay. Well, come here then. I haven't really drank from anyone in a long time. And it's starting to get to me. Whatever you do, please don't repeat that out loud. It's embarrassing. Okay? When a vampire doesn't drink in a long time, when a vampire doesn't drink from someone for a long time, it basically just fatigues them of all their energy. You remember last month where I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for 2 weeks? Yeah, it hit me pretty bad then. But after the fatigue, it actually gets worse. And it just so happens that that stage is happening for me now during Halloween, when people are dressing up as vampires and people covered in fake blood for fun, which is really, really difficult to deal with. That's why I couldn't stay for the party. I promise you, any other time, I would have stayed. God, you sound like my parents when you say that. What do you mean you haven't drank? Well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. For me, it's not very nice to drink from people. I mean, if anything, it's just stressful. Even if someone offers you their blood, you always wonder if they're just doing that out of intimidation. Shut up, I am intimidating. It could totally be for that reason. But seriously, that's why I haven't. And the stage after fatigue is just wild. I don't really know how else to explain it to you. Just wild. And sometimes you can't stop it. And it comes at random times. So for your safety, my safety, and the safety of all of your friends, I was politely uninviting myself from the Halloween party this year. What did you say? What? Drink from you? Are you joking? Why would you say that? No, sorry. I'm not offended. I'm just shocked, I guess. It's not really something you hear as a vampire. We usually don't hear anything, in fact, it's just people running from you. You'd really be okay with me taking your blood? Are you sure? I really don't know what to say. A part of me is actually a bit concerned for you. I suppose you did always have a thing for vampires now that I think about it. You always seem to dress as them for Halloween, and I remember you telling me you had a thing for that girl from Scooby-Doo. The Hex Girls, was it? Yes, I remember that. That's one thing you'll learn about vampires. They have pretty good memory. That's why I always remember your birthday. Not because you're my best friend or anything. Anyway, if you really mean what you said, then that would be really nice of you. Maybe then I could stay for the Halloween party. Keep the tradition going. You're sure now? I almost feel like I need to pull out a contract from my pocket. You're being way too okay with this. In fact, I know a good way that we can make sure you mean it. Pinky promise. I'm being deadly serious. You see my pinky out. It will make me feel a lot better, okay? If you just give me a pinky. Unless you don't want to, then you don't have to give me your pinky, but... Thanks. You can let go now if you want. Come on. Come on, we have work to do. Thank you. Okay. Well, it has been a long time since I last did this, but I'm sure I can still do it easy peasy. No pain. Just beverage. Okay? If I just go here, then, I can count down if that makes you feel better. Okay. I'll count down from 5. Okay. This feels really weird. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. What? What time is it? No way. Why are they here early? That's my job. Okay, well, we can just pretend like this didn't happen, alright? You can sleep on it and think about it and maybe... Just be quick. I don't know. They're right outside. Come on, they keep ringing the doorbell. We can't. We shouldn't. And plus, what am I going to do when I get out of here? I have no costume. And something that might happen is that I can't retract my fangs. I don't know how my body will react. I can borrow your costume. You know what? That's actually kind of smart. Oh, actually, I take it back. It's not smart. What are you going to wear? You have a spare costume in your room? Wow, you really are prepared. I mean, if you're that determined to let this happen, then... Okay. Right, lean that way. And relax. I'll be quick and I'll be gentle. I promise.